when we first got our master life coach certification, we began volunteering in a state sponsored
Unemployment
unemployment
center.
center.
Yeah.
And we were there for about 9 months, and it was an awesome experience of being able to provide group life coaching. We were volunteering
Mhm.
group life coaching
Mhm.
for people who were looking for jobs. The person that brought us in to do the coaching,
Mm.
after 9 months, she sent us an email and she said that that the life coaching, that the group coaching was really working for her clients. When we came in, at the time that we came in, only 20% of her people were interviewing well and getting jobs. And then after 9 months, her numbers had doubled and she had 40% of her people that were getting jobs. So that was just a great experience. And right after that, we met a woman who was the director of a women's shelter, and she brought us in to begin to work with the women who were who were homeless,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
And we had to make an adjustment there, remember,
Right.
because of
The timing of them being in a shelter which was only about 30 days.
yeah.
There wasn't time enough to establish a relationship where trust has been built.
Yeah, when you're coaching someone, you need the time to build the trust,
Mhm.
so that you can even begin to coach them
Right.
to decisions. And so then she made the decision for us to train the staff in our model of
Yes.
connecting with people.
Mhm.
And because since we couldn't be there every day, but the staff
Right.
is there every day, so
Right.
we began to train the staff. And at that time, we called it uh, Care Ready Responding,
Mhm.
and said, what is Care Ready? Well, CARE is an acronym for the responding part, learning how to be a care ready responder. It's the C is for civility, A is for awareness, R is for respect,
Mhm.
and E is for empathy. So we're training them to be care ready responders. And we did that for 2 years, working with the staff. And then after a couple of years, this same director wanted her staff to become life coach certified. and and so that got us started with actually providing the life coach certification training. And when it came to life coaching, CARE stood for compassion, accountability, and we kept the respect
Respected.
and the empathy. And thus we were launched forth with Care Ready Life Coach certification.
Mhm.
And I remember back during the time that we were providing that certification training for the shelter,
Mhm.
a local church had a food outreach, and they were having trouble with their volunteers connecting with people in the community.
Yeah, they weren't being very respectful or
Empathetic.
empathetic. They were very short-tempered
Yeah.
and
And
irritable.
so of course that pastor who was the overseer of that food outreach, and we're
Yes.
talking every week,
Right.
and he wanted his volunteers to make a better connection to the community. So he
Right.
brought us in to train the staff, and we
Yes.
took them through
Yes.
our Care Ready Responding
Yes.
training. We need that civility. We need you to be aware of people's situations. We
Yes.
need
Yes.
you to be respectful. We need you to be empathetic. And so
Yes.
we brought that training, the Care Ready Responding training, to the volunteers. A gentleman who oversaw still is overseer
Yes.
of a statewide
Yes.
reentry program. He brought us in to begin to provide the same life coach training for his mentors.
Yes.
His mentors were working with people coming out of prison, men and women coming out of prison. And he wanted them to come to a different level, because most of them were trying to mentor people purely off of their shared
Yes.
experiences. And so he wanted them to actually have uh, tools,
Yes.
be equipped with strategies to be able to mentor people. And so we brought in the Care Ready Life Coach certification, and things really began to turn around for us after that, because then we were later introduced to the local county human service organizations They held a monthly meeting,
Yeah.
and at the end of every meeting, everybody that attends gets a chance to stand up and tell everybody about what you're doing. And so the very first time that we were there, we did that, and we were really surprised at the response of just the number of people
Mhm.
from right out of the human service organizations in this community that begin to attend our life coach certification program. I mean, it got to the point where our classes were sold out because so many people in human services were,
Wanted tools to be able to get past the blocks that they were running into with their clients.
and that was that's where we really begin to see the power of care readiness, because we're talking about people who have been social workers
Mhm.
and even counselors
Mhm.
and therapists
Mhm.
10, 15, and 20 years, who said to us after they took the training that they learned something that they never learned, even when they were getting their
Training.
bachelor's, master's degrees. Even and so, we were providing for them the missing piece. They knew how to, for instance, they knew they knew how to assess
Mhm.
people and then apply a treatment,
Mhm.
but they really didn't know necessarily how to connect with people.
Mhm.
And so everything that we were doing, it really even enhanced a philosophy that the officials at the county at the higher levels, they had been trying for years to implement what they call a strength-based, solution-focused solutions in human services. And so when we came along, we were able to really to supplement and enhance
Mhm.
what they were already trying to do in our area. And so it was just been an amazing journey for us to not only to teach and to train people in care ready responding and care ready life coaching,
Mhm.
but to actually see it change people's lives, their
Yes.
outlook on life,
Yes.
and the direction that they were going. So that's how it all happened.
Yes.
And we want to invite you to take the journey yourself, really
Yes.
find out how much care readiness can affect and change your life.